Oh,
Did you hear
hello.
that?
Yeah, I did. And now it asks me to like, you understand? Yes, I do.
Oh, you understand. So you have to have I have to have your permission to record this,
You sure do.
I guess. Well, hey, Anouk, tell me and the world who you are.
Oh my God.
I know.
Uh, well, my name is Anouk. Um, Americans pronounce it like Anouk or Anouk or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. So people can do whatever they want. I rather choose Anouk, like a nuke, because yeah, it makes more of an impact, don't you think?
Yeah.
And otherwise, it's Anouk that rhymes with book, and that's boring. Although people like to read, so it's okay. But yeah, so that's me. And yeah, I've been playing softball since I was a little girl, and I still do because it's a lot of fun.
So I'm gonna guess, and you don't have to be official about this, but I'm gonna
Hmm.
guess roughly because I've known you. My very first cup was in 2010. And
Hmm.
you were a coach at that time.
True.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I wouldn't lie. Seriously.
Yeah.
But you were a coach, and um, you and I had some discussion on the sidelines, some playful banter, some fun back and forth with
Yeah.
each
Yeah.
other. And do you remember the comment you made to me when I was calling out some of my plays? And what play did you tell me? Do you remember what you said?
I Well, maybe not word for word, but I remember you coach with your players and use like words for a
Yeah.
certain play.
Yep.
And when I was on third base, you were yelling at the hitters. I think it was Omaha or something, and I'm like, Omaha, like
That's
like
it.
like like what does that mean? So then I started paying attention to you because hey, I want to beat you because yeah. And then I was like, okay, what does he mean? And
Right.
I thought it wasn't your squeeze play or
I
something
don't
like that.
remember what the
Where
actual I don't remember what Omaha stood for at that point in time, but you
right,
did call me out on it. And
right. I thought it
and
was hilarious, and I was like, oh, this is really smart because I mean, yeah, it's almost like football coaching, and we don't know that. So
yeah.
for me, it was really fun to hear, and I'm like, Omaha. I mean, what? Okay, that's fun. So yeah,
So
yeah, that started our conversation for sure.
and Nuke.
Yeah.
So I mean I feel like I mean this will be my 14th year or 14th year coming. Well, not technically because we lost COVID years, but
Hmm.
um I've been there a lot. I feel like when I'm in the Netherlands, I'm so close to the people that we're there with, and I've made so many close friends, and you are obviously one of the closest ones that I've met from day one when I met you in that first tournament, and then you introducing me to the Marcel and
To the
Martine and
toots, yeah.
yeah, the two.
Yeah,
I was going to screw it up. That's why I skipped it.
that's fine. That's fine.
But I mean, you got everybody's so nice, and we you guys are so willing to accept us to come over there and hang out with you guys, and you invite us into your culture and everything. Um,
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit. I mean, obviously, you've been involved in the cup for so many years as a player, as a
Hmm.
coach, and let me step back a second because as a player, you're pretty daggone amazing as a player.
Well, thank you.
Well, I mean, I know you're humble, but you
Mm.
truly are. I mean, I've got pictures and I've seen you. You played against me. You played with me. You,
Yeah, I did.
yeah. So, give me from your perspective as a coach and a player, what some of the players from America should understand or expect when they come over there.
Right. Well, first of all, I think it's amazing when girls commit to the program, because yeah, it's quite intense. They're so young. I mean, they're what, 16, 17 years
Yeah.
old.
Some as
And
young as 14.
right, right. So I mean, I can only imagine that they haven't traveled outside the
No.
US, and
Right.
then all of a sudden they leave in the winter,
Mm.
and they take an airplane and come all the way to the small country in Europe and play indoor softball,
Yeah.
which is weird because softball is not being played indoors. And I think it's amazing that this tournament came to Holland, and that girls are committed to the experience because softball is fun, and
Mm.
doing it somewhere else is even more fun. So yeah, I think that's the best part of the Americans coming over, for the whole, yeah, softball experience, but then also, yeah, to see a totally different venue and in a different country and with a lot of good food and
Oh, yes.
friendly people. And I mean, we do our best. So yeah.
So obviously, I mean, I feel like you're, I don't know if the translation will come through correctly, but I feel like you're what we would call a staple. Somebody, something that when I think of the cup,
Hmm.
I think of Anouk. I think of Mariella. I think of
Right.
Pascala.
Right.
I mean, there's somebody, those are people that I think of when I say the cup, automatically you guys come to mind because you've been
Right.
involved in it for so many years.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we're part of the decor, right? I
yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's so much amazing talent there. I mean,
Mhm.
actually, the Netherlands team, didn't they? Aren't they qualified for the World Series
Yeah,
already?
they did. They did.
Yes.
They did. They did a very good job in Spain this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I come there, you know, and the first thing I do is always try to find the people that I know to say hi to them and talk to them. And you kind of stand out
It's because
because,
I'm tall. Maybe
oh,
maybe
there
that's
you go.
why.
So you fed right into that.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
you're actually, I mean, I'm 6'1" ish,
Uh-huh.
and you're a
Yeah,
touch
same.
taller than me.
No, no. No, no.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Maybe I use different shoes, but no, I think we're the same height. Yeah, yeah.
so. So tell me, you know, of course you've played, like I said, you've played for the last 10 years in the Cup. You've coached several years, and
Did you know I played in the original cup game as well?
yes,
When the cup
absolutely,
when the cup first came to Holland,
yes.
was it 2000 or 2001?
Let's see.
I always get confused with that,
Yeah,
but it's either like so the first cup, we didn't know what to expect. I
right.
mean, we got an invitation. Kurt and his family, they found a group of Dutch volunteers to set up the tournament,
Yes,
and there was a group of, I think, 5 women, that were like, yeah, okay, let's do it.
right.
And we didn't know indoor softball. We didn't. We thought it was weird, but then again, we're like, hey, it's winter. Let's play a game. Fine,
Yeah,
let's do it. And
yeah.
I remember funny games and funny stories about those years. And I remember that the American teams kicked our asses back then. So I, so I don't know. I think I don't know if the Dutch got a little warning, and they were like, okay, we need to do better, and we need to be better. But yeah, I remember the Americans were really good in the first couple of years, and
Yep.
then some of the coaches who were there for the first time are still at the cup right now.
Yeah.
Like Rich Levere's one.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean, his daughter played, his granddaughter
Oh
played,
yeah.
which is
Yeah.
great.
Richie's a
Um,
great guy.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Hey, so tell me what's some of the things that you being a Dutchie, obviously,
Hmm.
tell me or tell the people watch this, tell them some things to expect when they come to the tournament from a
Oh,
Dutchie
fun.
perspective.
Yeah, fun for sure.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, I mean,
Oh
otherwise, if
no,
you
there's
don't
no
have
doubt
your
about
fun,
it. It's
don't
absolutely
come.
fun. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah. So, um, I like to believe that that the European players are reaching out to American players and
Yep.
vice versa. I know that the American players always bring like a goodie bag,
Yep.
which is always super nice because they don't have to, but
Right.
they want to show their affection to the
Yep.
game and to us.
Yes.
Um, so that's really nice. And wait, what was your question again? I got distracted.
Oh gosh.
I'm sorry, it's late.
You're right. So to be fair to you, Anouk,
Yeah,
it's almost midnight there.
yeah.
Yeah, almost 2400.
I
Whereas,
worked all day. I just had practice, and then I,
yeah,
I
and
came
you and
home.
you're
So
still and you're still working. So
yeah, yeah.
no, but basically the question was, give me your perspective for the Americans that are coming over, what to expect out of the tournament.
Right, right. So tournament, you play softball. Don't get high expectations to be perfect. Just, I mean, I know the girls don't know each other, so they meet each other for the first time, and that's okay. Um, just think about why you went on this trip, and that you have coaches around you that have a great attitude and they bring a lot of positive energy, and that they want you to have fun and be the best version that you can be.
Yes.
And yeah, if it excels at the softball field with a lot of base hits and whatever, then that's perfect. And if not, you just come along for the ride because it's great. It's great. It's just a lot of fun. And yeah, like I said, food is great. You get to go to Paris after, which is awesome. Um, yeah, and explore in Amsterdam, Rotterdam. A high preference for Rotterdam, of course, because it's a gorgeous city.
Yes.
And Amsterdam, meh.
So so from a Dutchy perspective,
hmm
um, give me some place if I have 3 or 4 hours on Saturday or Sunday
hmm
during the tournament that I've got
hmm
time to run off to somewhere to look at. Tell me someplace that I should go. Give me a name or an area that I should
Right.
go to.
So there are plenty. Rotterdam city center is great. So there are a lot of um, um, sceneries to see, like architecture, if that's something that you like,
Absolutely.
museums. But there are so many small towns um, within, yeah, uh, travel distance, even public transportation. But if you have a car, I really like Delft a lot.
Yes.
Um, Scheveningen, which is a good a good word to practice, which is actually a place at the beach. So they have a good pier. They really make the best
Is
fish.
that where the big Ferris wheel is?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You've been.
Yeah, yeah, I've been there several times, and
You've been everywhere.
I have, and I'm fortunate because
Yeah,
the Marcel and Martine have taken me to all these places, and
yeah.
Friday when we get into town, I mean the Americans we help with the cup or not the cup
hmm
the
The
youth camp,
clinic. Yeah, the clinic.
and then Friday most of us go to Amsterdam,
Right.
and fortunately I've been there so many times, I get to stay back and having friends there.
hmm
Martine and Marcel, they always take care of me. They're
Yeah, sure. They'll
they're
take you everywhere. Yeah, of
oh my
course. Yeah,
gosh, they're so
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
And uh, I, I shouldn't tell Marcel this, but Martine makes some of the best salads that I get on Saturday and Sunday to eat.
Yes.
But they take me to places that you don't get to normally go to.
Right. What has been your favorite, or one of the things that you remember that you're like, oh, this was awesome. This was cool.
Well, first, you can't turn this interview back on me.
Yeah, I can, because people like to know your experience as well.
No, you're okay. Okay, I'll give you that. I don't remember the name of it, but I went. They took me to. It was a tiny town. There's about.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I'm talking about? A bunch of little trains.
Yeah, like
It was
Madurodam, which
yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's an amusement park
yes.
for little children. No.
Well, it wasn't. No, it wasn't for children.
No,
But
no, no. Yeah.
I went with actually Kurt's daughter or young granddaughter,
Right.
and Marcel and Martine and Pascal. And I don't remember if Esme went or not, but we went there,
Hmm.
and that was really unique for me because I've never been to something like that.
Right. Yeah.
And and living here and then going there, of course, the people that come there for the first time, I mean, I have no fears because I've been there so many times, and I
Hmm.
know I've got so many friends there, but people that are coming there for the first time, there's a lot of fears. I get that. I understand that.
Fear about what?
The unknown, not being out, they've never left the United States.
Right.
And and being a coach for so many years over there. Oh, I thought I lost you. Being a coach for so many years, I, that's one of the first things that I hear from parents and people. Are you
Is
playing
it
hide and
me or
seek?
is it you? We're
But
still here. Yeah. Sorry.
yeah,
Go ahead.
still have. But no, but I mean, but a lot of parents they're not, they've just never been out of the United States. And I was
Right.
the same way the first year I went when I first
Right.
met you, uh,
Yeah.
back in 2010. I wasn't comfortable because I didn't, it was an area that I've never been to.
Hmm.
But after that, I mean, literally that first visit, I've never had a fear ever since. And
Okay.
you're one of the people that made me comfortable because just because of our playfulness on the field, and
Hmm.
going back and forth about maybe you ought to call it Omaha, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah. No, but there, I mean, I understand the fear. Yeah, it's a big step for sure, but we all speak English, or
yes,
we try.
yeah,
Um, and if it's English, it could be with a Dutch accent.
yes,
Uh, that's
absolutely,
fine. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you never try it, then you don't know what will happen to you. So yeah, I
um,
mean, yeah. What's the worst that could happen? Get a virus?
yeah, no, Flunado. Remember the year of Flunado?
Oh man, I sure
That's
do.
that's
Yeah.
the year that you actually got to play with my team when
Yeah.
we lost so many players that we had that flu that came through, and
Yeah.
we had so many players that were sick and ill, and you gracefully brought enough players to help my team, so we had
Hmm.
players to play. So
See, for everything there's a solution. So I understand the fear, but there's no need.
absolutely.
I mean,
And
hide it. Yeah.
this, Anouk, this is my favorite time of the year. I absolutely
Mhm.
love coming over there. I love spending the week there and hanging out. And the trip to Paris is great. The trip to the Netherlands is great. Um,
Yeah.
the softball,
Do you speak a lot of French by now?
uh, no, not really.
Come on.
Not really. I don't even speak Dutch.
You speak Dutch?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I don't.
I got a little excited when you just said that.
I mean, I wish I could, but I
Hmm.
can't. The
I know
pronunciation.
it's a lot of g and the g
Yeah, I
is
can't. I don't
almost
have enough.
good.
I don't
I
have
get
enough.
it.
Ka.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, fine, fine. You're off the hook. Fine.
Maybe you can teach me this year.
You can say lekker.
I can say what?
Lekker.
Liquor?
Yeah.
Sure.
When you eat something and it's good,
Uh-huh.
you say lekker.
So if it's good, you say liquor.
Lekker. You're
Lekker.
like very lekker. Yes. Because we feed you everything. So you
Yes,
can
you
say
do.
like, "Oh, that's lekker." Yeah.
Lekker. Okay.
Yeah.
So I, I'll try to wrap this up because I know it's late for you. And Anouk, I truly appreciate this. I have to tell anybody that's made it this long, I have to tell them your nickname. Is that okay?
That's fine. Sure. I
Okay.
have multiple, but you can tell my
Well,
primary
I'll tell the
nickname.
clean version. So Anouk, when I met you back in 2010, of course I couldn't pronounce your name. I couldn't pronounce
Mhm.
anybody else's name there, being new. And I don't even remember who told me your nickname was Chicken,
Mhm.
but that is your nickname. Is that
Yeah, actually, the Dutch word of my nickname is Kip,
Kip?
which in America it's a boy's name.
Okay.
Kip. I
Right,
mean, I've
right,
heard about people
right.
who has their first name Kip, but Kip is Dutch for chicken.
Okay.
So yeah, my
So that's
parents
how
gave
that
me that
so that's
nickname
how it
when I was
became.
born. So yeah,
Okay.
you, yeah, you
So
call me chicken.
I'll try to wrap this up. I got one or two more questions if you don't care. Tell me one thing that you would, because you're not 18 anymore.
Really?
Tell me one thing that you would tell the parents of these young ladies come over here to expect when they got there.
Right. Um, Let your kids play. Let your kids explore. Let your kids have fun. Trust in the Whiteside family and the organization who puts this trip together.
Absolutely.
Um, because they're doing an excellent job. Everything is being taken care of from A to Z and even beyond that.
Yes.
So they do a good job. Um, and yeah, for the parents, it should be fun as well.
Yes.
So yeah, I think it's a complete package. You cannot go wrong.
Right.
So yeah, just sit back, enjoy, explore, especially explore. Be
Yeah.
curious. Be enthusiastic. Be fun. Yeah.
One of the things I had was so this indoor softball thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's fairly common in the United States in the winter months, and our seasons run about the same. I mean, like our temperatures are about the same. The weather conditions are about the same. You guys don't get a lot of snow there. Is that correct?
We used to. When I was little, I ice skated on the ponds and I had snowball fights.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. But do we say something about climate control now? But
Let's not get political.
no, I don't. I don't. But
I know you don't.
um, sometimes it snows, but it's been a while. I think during the first cups we had some snow,
In
but
my
mostly it's rain. So
yeah,
yeah, not
say in most of my years that I've been there, I can only remember one time that it snowed.
right.
But the temperatures have always been about the same. And you're right. This time of the year, it rains more
Hmm.
so, so
Yeah,
it's kind of a rainy weather.
yeah. It's a rainy season for sure. Paris could be the same climate as Holland. So be prepared. Wear comfortable clothes and
Yes.
jackets and shoes and yeah. I mean, you can buy an umbrella in Paris, but yeah,
Yeah.
rather not.
I appreciate you saying the Whiteside family takes care of a lot of the details. And,
Yeah.
the first year when I came with my daughter, my youngest daughter, my oldest daughter that played that
Mm.
year, I was nervous. I, I didn't know Kurt. I didn't know the
Hmm.
program. I didn't know what we were getting into, but obviously I'm still here. I don't have a daughter that played.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both my daughters, my oldest daughter played in 2010. My youngest daughter came over in 2014 and played. Um, I mean, I can't say enough about the memories that I've made, the friendships
Hmm.
that I've made, the people that I've met in the years. It's just like you said. I think you said earlier. It's just a great experience for everybody.
Yeah. I think that's amazing that you guys, and especially there are several coaches uh, who repeated the cup for many years.
Yeah.
First with the family, or first they heard about it, and then they sent their daughter first, and then they come as a coach. Uh, you guys don't have to do this.
Right.
So that shows how much fun it is and how much you guys like to be a coach during this week. And it's not only a coach for softball, but it's also a person that they feel comfortable with and they go out and explore because you all bring so much fun to the teams,
Hmm. Yes.
which I mean, I wish I was American and then came back every year and then it's yeah, I think there should be a big credit to all of the coaches who've been to the cup and who've been repeated. Um, yeah, to do their job and it's not even your job. So yeah, and
Thank
I really respect it, and I think it's great. Yeah.
Well, hey, we'll wrap up because I know it's late for you. And again, I truly appreciate this. I know Kurt appreciates it. All the families over here, we appreciate it. I can't wait to see you. Hopefully, you'll be a popular item. You'll be signing autographs when we get there.
I'll just come watch and enjoy the fun. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
So,
and probably share some good sweets and
uh,
cookies and
absolutely. I've
yeah.
never left there. I've never been there that I haven't been fed very well. So,
That's what we do best. We're
eh,
feeders. Yeah.
you guys are amazing. I love you guys and I appreciate this and thank you so much. So,
You're welcome.
all right.
Thank you for being my friend.
Oh,
And the
absolutely.
whole Cup family is my friend. So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully a lot of girls will yeah will come and join the
Yep.
experience for many
They'll
years
enjoy
to
it.
come.
They'll enjoy it. All
For
right.
sure.
Thanks, Anouk.
You're welcome. Thank you.